Hello friends, today we discuss goods and services tax GSTR 4 form number 4 offline tool section wise summary wise Excel sheets. Section 4A inward supplies received from a registered supplier other than supplies attracting reverse charge. Reverse charge is not implemented by government till date. It was under government consideration. After that, 4B inward supplies receiving from a registered supplier attracting reverse charge. 4B B2B. This is the summary Excel sheet. Need to complete by those who are returning filing from company's data. We take GSTR inward 4B inward supplies received from registered supplier attracting reverse charge. Validate sheet. GSTN supplier, invoice number, invoice date, month, year, invoice value, place of supply, star mark made with a red asterisk are mandatory. Reverse charge. Invoice type, rate, taxable, value, integrated tax, central tax, state, UT tax, cess. Sheet validation errors. If there is an error, it comes under filters. GSTN portal validation errors. For place of supply also we have to select state wise. Belongs to which state, received from supplies. After that, 4C inward supplies received from unregistered supplier. 4C B2B UR. This is the Excel summary downloaded from our data, company's data. So invoice number, invoice date, invoice value, state of supply, intra sale, type, sale type, rate 18%, 5%, taxable value of the bill, central tax, bifurcation of state tax, GST, SGST, cess, after that 4D import of services, 4D IMPS imported 4D import of service. invoice number, date of invoice, invoice value, place of supply, rate, taxable value, integrated tax, cess, sheet validation errors. If there is any error, shows like pop-up window. After that, 5A supplies information supply furnished in table A of earlier returns. If details furnished earlier were incorrect, we need to fill in this next month quarter. This is 5B debit notes, credit notes, alterations, GST in supplies, debit note, refund voucher, note of refund voucher, invoice payment voucher date, pre-GST, document type, reason for issuing document. We need to fulfill this purpose of which purpose we are issuing. Supply type, reverse charge, note of refund voucher, rate, taxable value, integrated tax, central tax, GST, CST, cess. All we need to fulfill in this format. 5B debit note, credit note for unregistered suppliers. We need to separate Excel sheets. 5B, we need to fulfill all separate categories. Debit notes, credit notes for unregistered. Note refund voucher, number, date, invoice, advance payment voucher, if any advance, invoice, date, invoice payment voucher, date, pre-GST, document type, reason for issuing, supply type, inward supply, note refund, voucher date, rate, taxable value, integrated tax, central tax, state tax, cess, sheet validation errors, like that. 5B debit credit notes unregistered. We need to 5B debit note, credit notes for unregistered. Note of refund voucher, date, invoice, advance payment voucher number, advance payment voucher date, pre-GST document type, reason for issuing, supplies, validity, inward supply type, note of refund, number, value, rate, taxable value, central tax, state tax separately, six tax outward supplies made net of advance and goods returned. Rate of tax, turnover, central tax, state tax, any errors indication. 8b, advance amount on which tax was paid earlier period, but invoice has been received in the current period. It was issued in earlier and paying current month. Place of supply, supply type, rate, gross advance, integrated tax, central tax, state UT tax, cess, validation sheet. All we need to fulfill all these details through this form, offline form, and we have to submit on online. Thank you very much.